Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 2. I love that you joined us. My guest today is Kavika. Her work is in regard to her partner that looks at her as they sit together and says, "It is difficult to be with you." This is powerful, and welcome to the work. Welcome to Self Inquiry. Let's move into part 2. Let's look at 2 in that situation. And he's saying, "You're being with you is too difficult in that situation." What do you want for him? What do you want him to think, say, feel, or do
I want him to have more patience.
with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe with himself as well.
Sounds like he's already doing that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like an endless kind of sucking neediness. Yeah, so I create that story and then I'm in that in my head instead of really seeing.
Oh, I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
He says, being with you is too difficult. As you're sitting in the living room in those chairs, be there now. You want him to have more patience with you. In that situation, you see how you reacted in number 1. In that situation, you want him to have more patience with you. Is it true?
No, not from this place where I see him now. Because he already given all this patience and asking more is abusive, actually.
Yeah.
That I am just kind of pushing him down somewhere even more and punishing him for speaking up. It must be like a hell for him when I.
It's difficult for him to be with that.
Yeah.
Now, notice how you react when you think the thought. And who would you be without the thought? Listen to his words. Being with you is too difficult. And you're thinking, I want him to have more patience with me. Turn it around. No, first, honey, we don't want to miss this opportunity. There aren't 3 questions and turnarounds, there's 4. Notice, be there now, look at him, get present when he says being with you is too difficult. Who are you without the thought? When he says that, who would you be without the thought, I want him to have more patience with me? Look at him, listen to him, get present without that thought.
Yeah, I just love him a lot. It's just like my heart is opening up and I feel compassion with him.
And look for his patience.
Yeah, I'm grateful actually. I feel gratitude.
And look
And
at
I feel loved. Not just that I love him, but I really, really feel loved. And it's the first time I really feel that. As I say it now, to kind of understand how much he loves me.
in that situation, he's so patient
Yeah.
and honest. Being with you is too difficult.
Yeah,
And you're already on the loose when you look at how you react when you believe the thought.
exactly.
I want him to have more patience with me. Now, look at him and listen. Did he say anything else? Be there now in that situation without the thought, I want him to have more patience with me.
Um,
It takes a lot of courage to sit in someone else's integrity and it not be about you, just his love of you, his patience with you, if I'm understanding you correctly.
yeah, I see it like he's he feels sucked, or like he feels he's not so alive, or like he feels really tired and exhausted and kind of run down, pale in his face.
Okay, so honey, that's what I'm experiencing in you is compassion.
Yeah. It must be hard to be in a relationship for him, not just with me, but just any relationship.
He's saying it's difficult.
Yeah.
And your ego would say all the time it's difficult. No, it's like
No.
that situation.
Yeah, exactly. In that situation where he's meeting himself in relationship with me. Oh, so that's like to be able to journey with him and just be with his pain. Yeah. And be curious about it somehow.
And that brings us to the turnaround. I want him to have more patience with me. I want me to have more patience with me
Yeah.
as I sit in his experience and listen,
Yeah, yeah,
understand.
that's good. It's to be patient with me when I get into the ego stories, and to just embrace myself
Yeah.
in being triggered by him.
And
And
come back out of the past, out of the future, dissociation,
yeah.
and get present in that situation as you sit in this worksheet. Never too late.
Mm. Yeah, I feel like my whole body relaxes, uh, and I feel like spaciousness for both me and him somehow. And I have more patience with myself.
So let's look at that other turnaround again. I want me in that situation to have more patience with him and listen and listen. Get connected. Compassion.
Yeah, I feel as like energetically as I'm growing roots into the earth, and I feel empowered. I feel like the true, love for life. Something is coming through me. Um,
Yeah.
I remember why I came here.
To love.
Yes.
And he's your partner, whether he stays or leaves.
Yeah.
He's your partner for life, even if you fall in love with someone else. This man is still your partner for life. He's in you.
Yeah.
Everyone we've ever met, when we recall it, they're in us. And if we don't love that beingness, then we have a worksheet.
Yeah.
We can always stay connected. I love to say no one can ever leave me. They don't have a choice. They can't leave me. They live in me. So are they in enemy to me or the beloved. And if
Mhm.
they're enemy, then I'm mistaken. And I'm not just going to believe, oh, I'm mistaken. I'm going to do a worksheet,
Mhm.
get it into my cells, my bones, like leave no cell left behind.
Yeah, I want that.
It really shows. Okay, honey, in that situation, to get what you want from him, what advice would you offer him? To get what you want for him from him, which
Yeah.
is to have more patience with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's the
Should
same.
he shouldn't, and read your number 3.
Yeah. She shouldn't question our relationship.
Is that true? So just all of you in this word, get still, look at him in that situation. Hear his words, hear his voice. He shouldn't question your relationship. He shouldn't question his relationship with you. Is it true?
No, it's not true. And that's imprisonment when I say that. I'm not uh, giving him space to breathe.
Yeah, with people we love, sometimes we punish them for threatening us.
Yeah.
And it's taking advantage of what love we haven't diminished in them yet. He shouldn't question your relationship with him. Notice how you react, what you say, what you do, the images of past, future. When you think the thought, he shouldn't question our relationship.
Yeah, I'm really angry, and yeah, I feel like this demanding little child who wants to suck the life force energy out of him.
And you feel like it, look how you demonstrate it.
Like this. Yeah.
So
Squeeze.
notice that's
Squeeze.
mhm. And your attitude,
Yeah.
your body language. Notice how old is that?
Yeah, it's like a less than 2-year-old, and it's full of rage, like it looks almost like cancer or like this yucky
Yeah.
something.
And look at the what the ego is offering up, those images of past and future.
Yeah.
It's like we revert to like 3-year-old, 4-year-old in your situation, like survival mode.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can also see like a dragon or something. Ah, like that.
Mhm.
Uh, like a beast.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm. And get really still in those images of the past, because all of you witnessing this extraordinary event today, when you sit in, how do I react when I believe the thought and see those images of the past? You'll find tomorrow's worksheet, tomorrow's worksheet, tomorrow's worksheet, tomorrow's worksheet. The ego is offering up unfinished business. What kind of grace is that? That's amazing grace.
yeah, it's really beautiful to acknowledge her and him for doing that. It's not a nice job. Nobody would want it. So it would be good to be a little kind and thanking it for doing it. Yeah.
It's never too late to do that. You can do that just now silently. You can thank them. Some people we just know not to have in our lives, not in this situation, that's up to each of us, but the past with our parents and the people in our lives, like that old man that took me into that dark bathroom and locked me in. But the ones close to us, like parents, they don't want to hear it. But the way how I react when I believe the thought, the way what I said to them, what I said and did, that they don't mind if I bring up and apologize for and start over with whole new parents in my mind's eye. And this is for all of us, dead or alive. There are people all of our lives that remind us of those people. We can smell it, taste it. There's just something about that person that just rubs me the wrong way. Well, we don't think back to why. It's just something about that person. It's like a mystery to us. This work, who he shouldn't question our relationship. Notice in that situation how you treat him when you believe the thought. He shouldn't question our relationship.
I think he's a coward. I disrespect him.
And in that situation, when you think he's a coward and you're disrespecting him for that,
Mm.
notice how you treat him. Notice your body language when you're believing the thought he shouldn't question our relationship.
I stare through his eyes like if he wasn't existing, like numb and kind of half dead. He's really ice cold.
Yeah, you do it just enough so he really gets what you mean
Yeah.
to your mind. And in my world, I refer to that as the look.
Yeah.
You give him the look, and
I
he knows.
can definitely do that.
Yeah, the look. It's almost like you go any further and all hell's going to break loose and it's your fault. We even give up relationships like, leave me, I don't care. This mask the ego takes over.
Mm.
There are a lot of ways of leaving if we want to do that, but it doesn't have to be insane and insanely cruel because that hurts us, ourselves. He shouldn't question our relationship. So listen carefully to his words. Look at him in that time and place, sitting together in your chairs. Open your mind, hear his words, look at his face, get in touch without the thought he shouldn't question our relationship. When he is saying being with you is too difficult. Did he say anything else? Listen.
You might have said that we need, like, it has to change.
Isn't that what you want as well?
Yeah.
So rather than threatening, it becomes, oh my goodness, we both have that in common. I want me to change too.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
thank you for hanging with me here through all of this difficulty I experience. I'm working on it.
Mm. Yeah, it's a good point that I'm working on it, because I tend to kind of be a bit hard on myself, and you probably can sense that.
Well, what else can you do when you don't have another way? We think that if we beat ourselves to death, then we'll change.
Yeah.
Like punishment works. Punishment creates enough fear that we just take on a better disguise to get what we want. And if that doesn't work, we leave them. And someone else falls in love with us, and we think, oh, he's the one for me. And we fall in love with them too. For that reason, it's crazy.
Mhm.
No right or wrong here. It's just the ego looking for a safe place to be loved. And an ego is a state of mind, and we're looking at it. No one loves that. We relate to it. We have a lot in common, our egos, and we think that's love sometimes, but really the ego is looking for security. And let's see, what else? The ego's looking for security. What else? Well, that's about it. Love, approval, and appreciation, and some good finances to go with it.
Yeah.
And that makes what I'm thinking, believing okay. But if it's not okay with you, why would we expect it to be okay with others? He shouldn't question our relationship. How would you turn that around? No, let's don't move so quickly, honey. He shouldn't question our relationship. He should question our relationship. So listen again. Be there now with him. He should question our relationship.
Yeah, he's got a point there.
Yes.
Something not working,
Yeah.
and that he wishes for us to grow, or like
Yeah.
grow out of it.
He's not saying I'm leaving you. He's saying being with you is too difficult when you are like this in that situation. And then he's in the past, the past, the past. That's how the ego works. And it's a lot. He shouldn't question our relationship. He should question our relationship. And turned around, I should question my relationship with myself and do worksheets on him, continue doing worksheets on him. Let's look at 4.
Yeah.
So
Order.
to be happy, all of you new to the work, number 4 on the worksheet is about your happiness, how to be happy in that situation. So to be happy in that situation where you're believing, where he says being with you is too difficult, to be happy, what did you write for number 4? I need him.
Him to be fully willing to grow with me.
So in the interest of time, let's turn it around. And that's the way situation for me to be happy. I need me.
To be fully willing to grow with myself. Yeah. Yeah.
And I need me to be fully willing to grow with him.
Yeah.
And when he says something, notice the ego will interpret it
Yeah.
and get still and listen to his words.
Mhm.
And if you're confused about it, just ask him to say, would you say more? Would you be more specific? For example,
Yeah.
that way the two of you will be supporting you to grow together.
Yeah.
And even if he lost his voice and became just mute, he can still give you what you need to grow.
Mm-hmm.
By his expressions, his facial, his body language, he'll learn to speak. We all do.
Yeah.
Look at his face as he's saying being with you is too difficult, and considering your attitude at the time.
Yeah. Like it just feels like he's not able or willing, or I don't know. He's maybe willing. I don't know.
So be there a moment. Just find a one-word name for it.
One
Ti-
word name for.
Tired,
Yeah. Well, he is tired, exhausted. Yeah. And small. He's like a victim or
defeated,
defeated. Yeah.
tired and defeated.
Yeah.
You know, I just had an image of you going in and maybe getting a cup of tea or something and just say, oh, sweetheart, being with me is, I can see how that's difficult. And the way you put up with me and stay with me is remarkable. I love you and I'm working on it.
Yeah.
And would you like me to massage your neck?
Yeah.
There's language isn't always out of the mouth.
Mm. You see that doing me doing that.
Yeah, it was so clear.
Mm. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah,
Actually, it's
yeah,
good to acknowledge that as well
yeah.
for myself. I'm
Love,
growing.
love in motion.
Yeah.
What percentage of him being tired in that situation would be his thoughts about you, how difficult it is, just noticing his words, and the hours that he may have worked that day?
Mhm. Yeah, it's like it's like under, it's almost like he can't breathe. So I guess it's
Yeah.
100%.
So you're describing loving the one you're with, noticing your dear and his difficulty as you work on yourself. You
Yeah.
heal everyone in your life, even those that aren't even like dead or alive,
Mhm.
because they all live in you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to be happy, I need me to be fully willing to grow with him. To be happy, I need me to be willing to fully grow with me. And I
Mhm.
would do those, and I'd put you first, because as you grow in you, you are growing in him, whether he stays or leaves.
Mhm. Yeah.
He's your teacher.
Yes.
Let's look at 5. And those of you new to the work, when I say he's your teacher, there's no one in this world that you ever think about that is not your teacher. The people you meet, the people you think about, they are who you believe them to be, dead or alive. Let's look at 5. In that situation, what were your thoughts about him when he said being with you is too difficult?
That he's selfish.
So he is selfish, is it true?
No, he's very generous.
The opposite of selfish. He's generous. He's not just keeping it in. He's it says so much for you that he can speak to such a thing so authentically or so openly. That says so much for you.
Yeah, it is. It matters a lot to me. I was in another relationship before where that never happened. Never knew where he was with
Yeah.
me. So, and now I get it all the time. So it's just like, I can't do
Yeah,
it anymore. It's
it's
just
like
like,
it's like, oh honey, you're killing me in the best ways. And I'm tired too.
yeah, exactly.
I haven't done anything but this today, and I'm exhausted too. Well, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that. I just say, I relate to you, sweetie, when you say you're tired. Oh my gosh. He's selfish, turned around in that situation, he's generous.
Yeah, he's so generous that I can't stand to be with him.
Why might that be? It's like the ego's got a problem with that.
Exactly. Much love going on.
I have a thing that runs in me that says I'm willing to be wrong. I look forward to being wrong, and to just meditate in that throughout the day or for a week or so, or just it begins to live in us. These worksheets and turnarounds. There's some things that just live in us and we don't even know. They become silent because we have taken them on habitually. Just living this kind and generous life where no one knows it. It's as secretive as the ego ever was on itself. It's just the turnaround it's a matter of health, body, mind, and spirit. As we live in this earth school, this world. Do you have anything else under 5? He's selfish, turned around in that situation. He was generous.
I didn't write anything else.
That'll do. That'll do. So let's look at 6.
So I don't ever want to, I don't ever want him to being hesitant about our relationship.
I'm willing.
Yeah.
I'm willing that he be.
I'm willing that he be hesitant about our relationship.
And I look forward to him.
I look forward to him being hesitant about our relationship.
Yes. And that he's forthcoming with that he's being exactly that. And if there's a problem, it's your next worksheet.
Exactly. It's just about clearing up my past with my parents.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because until we do, the people we love that are in our lives now pay the price. And that hurts us. And then guilt. And that's the ego's favorite food.
Mhm.
Yeah. Honey, thank you. My goodness, if, living in the past to future, if we look at that, look onto that as dissociation, I truly, sitting with you, have experienced something beautiful. Because to understand those past and future is to give us life now,
Yeah.
a life of gratitude. for the teachers in our world. Some of you, there have been monsters in your life that live in you. And I invite you, if you don't, if you need someone to help you do the work, that you go to the helpline on thework.com, and any of you facilitators, certified facilitators that are online now that are open to being available, you can all hook up. And thank you for your open mind, your courage, and your generosity.
Yeah, it's been a great pleasure to be with you these hours. I feel so nourished by the kinship and the love for life, and your curious mind is very inspiring to me. I
Well, you,
really love that.
you certainly have been blessed with that.
Yeah.
And thank you for being our teacher today. Let's see what people are taking away from your work today. So, Marianne, honey, your takeaway.
Oh, it was so very helpful. The work was so very helpful to me personally. And I was thinking about my sister Chris. I just went back to Michigan, and I feel so guilty. And I realized that it was, when she was born, that I hated her and I didn't want her. And then I realized that I was so guilty. I felt so guilty because of that. And this has been going on for years, years. And I can't quite connect with her. And I did a worksheet on her, and I realized I felt really guilty because she was born. What?
Yeah, the ego, I'm assuming myself into that place that you describe, and my ego would think, all the attention I had, I might not think it, but I experience, which is the same as thought, that all this attention I had from my caretakers, my sister's getting now.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and
exactly.
yeah, it's like what happened to my birthday. She's getting all the cake now.
Yeah,
And yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
and I feel so guilty. I feel so guilty. So now I'm giving her the cake,
Yeah.
my cake. I'm so guilty. I give you
But
all of
but
this, but
it
it
is,
doesn't take care of our guilt.
owning that and listening to our wonderful speaker, I just thought she was gorgeous. And I
Mm.
feel like it really helped me to own my own stuff. And I would never have gone there to understand my sister, to hate her because she was born. Hate her.
Yeah, and the ego was threatened. It's looking for all this love and approval, appreciation. In other words, to sustain its life, and the ego's a state of mind. It doesn't have a life. It's just its identity. And and all this love, approval, and appreciation you had is now over there. And so you're left with who am I? And so envy takes, and oh boy, envy is, so deadly to our takes over our beautiful minds, and it's ego's work. And oh honey, what you've shared, just it's for me, things like this, when we sit together like this in this community, it's like we just watch, this something so beautiful transcend itself. Like, oh, envy turns to love. And now you're one of those that love your sister like your parents did. And you've already lavished presents on her and apparent
Of
goodwill
course.
out of the ego. But
Of course.
but now you can look on it like something was going on when you
Yeah.
gave that is so beautiful in you, all the gifts. The intention wasn't there, but
That's right.
by some grace, you have taken care of what truly, like symbols of your heart, and by some grace.
By some grace, for sure. Some grace. And you helped facilitate it. And I feel so much love for her.
Mm.
Genuine. It's genuine. And I didn't know what was going on until our wonderful speaker shared what was going on personally for her. And then I went, oh, I feel so much guilt. Oh, and when you ask her to explain when that happened to her, I went, oh my God, that happened when my sister was born.
And honey, it comes to my mind, I just saw an image of you calling your sister and say, have I ever told you that I love you more than I could even understand myself? And all the gifts that I've offered up in the world cannot begin to match my love for you. And I'm so glad you were born. And I'm so glad you're my sister. And I'm so blessed with that. I mean, in your own language, in your own way. And it's just living these realizations. You've already been living it ahead of its time. It's just that
Right.
it was ego based, but love was going on. And the ego, for me, when it finds a home in our heart, oh, that's all it's looking for. And you just described that so well. The ego has found a home in your heart. So the ego ceases to be an enemy. It's something we can move from our head to paper, to honor it, and then to question it. Out of that open heart that we misted with Kavika's work, with Kavika today. And open our hearts to the ego, and there it is. It's got a home, and we're no longer at war with ourselves or the world. And that experience of people refer to as enlightenment, and rightfully so. Our lives become effortless. It's not that we don't get tired or experience pain or any of it, but even that shows up in your deeper work. It's an exercise in stillness, as we fill in the worksheet. And it takes an exercise in silence to sit in these, just the way we saw with you as your own facilitator and your own client, as you fill in the worksheet and question, just as we saw our teacher do today. Thank you, Marianne.
Thank you, Katie.
Neshmia.
Yes, Nashmia.
Neshmia. Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
So, honey, your takeaway today.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I resonated so deeply with this episode. As you know, as soon as Kivika, our sharer today, as soon as she talked about the situation, I immediately resonated because I went through the exact same thing in April with this person, this man that I was seeing. In April, he said to me, you know, I can't be with you anymore. This is too stressful. This is too difficult. And then he left. And that was when I found your work. You know, I was in so much pain that I found your work. And to be honest, the work was the missing piece because I've always been a journaler. Like I've always liked to journal and write, but I would just write these thoughts and pages and pages and pages, but I would never question these thoughts. And then afterwards, I would feel no better. Like everybody says, you know, like journaling is supposed to help, but I would spend pages writing like miserable thoughts, and then I would feel miserable the rest of the day. And it never helped until I started questioning them. And that was the missing piece, was questioning the thoughts.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Some great teacher, I think Socrates said, an unquestioned life is not worth living.
Yes.
And I've come to see it is so. And so have you. We certainly have that in common, honey. Wow.
I
Thank
do
you.
have one question regarding the situation. And I've done, you know, several worksheets on this. So when this person left, you know, I sort of begged them to see things differently. And when they didn't, I wrote like an angry text message, basically. And now I see that I needed that anger to sort of move on from them, but I was never really angry, and that's not my true nature. And now I want to reach out and make amends and apologize. But when I start doing that work, I immediately slip back into the ego,
Yeah.
where I want to reach out, but it's still not really because I want to apologize. Like sometimes I do, but then also it's still rooted in changing their opinion of me. It's still rooted in getting their
So
approval.
that's not apology. That is trickery. Yeah, that's the ego. So, not that it's not based in kindness, but the ego takes it over, and so on a worksheet, if you look at your old worksheets on him or write one about a situation, when you turn around, you question and then you turn around your wants. Like, I want you to be kinder to me. Turned around, I want me to be kinder to you. And in that situation, how might you be kinder to him? And it'll show up in the worksheet. But anyway, everything to make amends to, the what to make amends for, and I want to say the why and what you should and shouldn't. They're all there on the worksheet when you turn it around. Like Neshmaya said, I want him to be kinder to me in that situation. Turned around in that situation, I want me to be kind to you. So you might say, if that were your worksheet, in our relationship, I've learned a lot. I see where I was unkind to you. And what I have learned from that, thanks to you, is how to be kinder. And I apologize for my angry, hurtful email to you. And how can I make that right? If there's something I can do to make that right, let me know. And if you don't, that's okay too. You know, if you're unable to, that's okay too, because due to our relationship, I've learned how to be a kinder, more caring human being, and thank you for that. You see, it's all in the worksheets. I mean, everything's answered there. And how to make amends specifically. And there's nothing phony about it. It is so authentic that it feels like your guts are going into the paper as you write it. It's the ego's last gasp for in that situation. If you're, and then if it's not the ego's last gasp, then your next letter of amends that you may owe, then you'll pick up those missing pieces. And then if that person is dead, it still doesn't, if they died 10 years ago, 100 years, it doesn't matter. You can still write your worksheets on that person because they're still living in your head. Question it, and then see how you react, how you treated them. And so there is specifically where you were unkind. There specifically is what you, I mean, it's all there, and those wants, needs, and shoulds. And then on 1 through 6, like he was angry, he was dishonest, he was unfaithful. I'm not talking about him specifically, but let's say that were the case. In that situation, I am with you, I was unkind, and you were right. I was unfaithful. And I don't even have to finish it. We all know how we reacted. And our turnarounds, by the time we finish that worksheet, it's all there. It's all there. And honey, you are off to an amazing start. And just so all of you know, I'm not done. I could do worksheet after worksheet after worksheet. So you're all taking care of me. That's why I show up. So I love that. I love Earth School. Yeah, and that we all share our experience here. Thank you, honey. Thank you for your courage.
Thank you, Katie.
Okay, dears. Well, what an event! Our time together, and it's like hanging out with you here. It's just such a gift to sit in what matters, a life of self-inquiry, understanding our experience here in Earth School and how to step into our true natures. And the most extraordinary thing is not to be enlightened, but to live that enlightenment in the world with every cat, dog, person, tree, sky, moon, insects, all of it. To live it in the world. That's the gift. Thank you all for something beautiful. And thank you, staff. I don't know. I think the staff is as crazy in love as I am. Oh, thank you, dears. By the way, everyone, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It really matters, and thank you for that. I love that you join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time. At homewithbk.com, let's do the work.